We're on air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel for this pre-match show. Rangers at home to Motherwell is the one and only Stardog and young Port Bear. Evening, boys.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Oh, good afternoon. Hi, you're right.
All right, boys.
I believe you've got the team, Port Bear.
I have. We've got McGregor in goal, Tavernier, Goldson, Hollander, and Barris at your back four. A midfield trio: Davis, Aribo, and Arfield. Greg Stewart on the right, Barker on the left, the four up front. And your subs today are Fodringham, Halliday, Katic, Jack, Kent, Ojo, Morelos. So 4 changes in today's SPFL match, which is also Remembrance Day at Ibrox, guys.
Yeah. I'm just glad that Stardog's not a big fan of mine. You end up the bench. Stardog thoughts?
Oh, aye. I'll tell you what, by the way, that's a strong bench, never mind the team. I actually think we're going to go 4-2-3-1 today. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to leave Davis and Aribo.
Explain it.
I think we're going to leave Davis and Aribo as the centre midfielders today, and I think we're going to go with Stewart on the right, Barker on the left, and I think Arfield will play as a number 10 behind Jermaine Defoe, just because of the link-up play and things like that last season.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Arfield's had his best games with Defoe's been playing. Is that fair, Port Bear?
Aye, well, Arfield, mate, he's also got a great record against Motherwell. He scored 3 in the last match on the 17th of April. I think he scored 2 in the other match. So he's had 5 goals against them. He seems to, save his best performances, certainly against them. So he scored 5 against Well, and that could be Gerrard's trump card today. It may well be why he's in the team, because he was left out on Thursday. He's not the best of starts this season. I think
the boys never had him. And he goes out and he plays a certain style, and when it comes off, he's excellent. Sometimes he's very anonymous with games, but God, I think he could do with a rest. And I think the sooner the winter shutdown comes for him, the better.
I agree with you. I was looking at some stats, Ox, in Stardog regarding Arfield before I come on. Greg Stewart, for me, he's grasped the opportunities when he's had them. He's had 404 minutes of action, and he's basically come up with 5 goal contributions, whereas Arfield's played 1,316 minutes and only been involved in 3. So, he's played a lot more hours of football than Greg Stewart has, and Stewart's providing more. But, he's still one of my favourite players, Arfield. I'm just want to point that out to you just to let you see what his form's been like so far this season.
Whereas maybe no showed you is the amount of maybe tackles he's won that Stewart wouldn't do. Because they're slightly different players.
Mm-hmm.
But good start. I like a start. I like a good start, didn't we, Stardom?
Oh, I love a start, mate. But on the Arfield thing, I mean, I don't think he's been at his best, but I still think he's been a solid 7 for us every time he's played, Ox. I agree with you. I think he definitely needs a rest, mate. But for me, Arfield's, I mean, I know you're saying he's one of your favourite players as well, Port Bear. So for me, mate, I'm the same as yourself. I think he's got a huge part to play in this season for us still. I think maybe Oxshare's right and he maybe just needs a wee break. But I think he's been steady. I don't think there's nothing really that sticks out in my mind that he's done terrible this year. I can't ever think I've said Arfield to the howler of the day. So I think he's still been solid and steady for his mate. It's just that wee last bit of I think we need to run about the box and things like that, and hopefully that comes today.
Well, but Oxjare says, Stardog, with a break that could come. You got to remember the guy never had a break pre-season. He was away in the Confederations Cup with Canada, came straight back to Ibrox, and more or less the pre-season started, and so did the European run.
He's been playing the business for Canada as well, so he's not had a terrible start. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. Maybe a rest, mate. Maybe he's playing at 70-80% at the moment, where we're maybe not getting that 100%, and that's maybe why he's not getting on the end of balls for scoring goals and the link-up play that he had. But we all know what his link-up play was like with Defoe at the end of last season. Let's hope we get some of that today.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Choice not playing Morelos after the shift he gave us on Thursday?
I'm torn, mate, because I know Alfie will probably want to play every single game, but I think Jermaine's owed a wee game.
Is it a decision who do you send the card to? Do you send it to your mod? Do you send it to your latest bird star dog? You've only got one card.
Oh,
Ouch.
aye, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I
would have stared at Alfie.
You send it to Alfie, or you send it to Jermaine?
I'd have stared at Alfie today, mate.
Right, okay. I don't think you'd be alone in that thinking, but again, I see the rationale for what the manager's doing, mate.
Aye, definitely. I mean, Jermaine Defoe's been banging in the goals for us, isn't he, really?
Oh, definitely. He's a great backup. But I would have started Morelos, guys. But he's goals and minutes so far. I think he's still ahead.
Morelos beating him, isn't he?
Aye, yep, he still is. Yep.
But Alfie, I mean, I go at nothing at Tynecastle because we weren't playing well, and then an absolute worldie on Thursday night. So big goals, but Defoe, he just scores a double or a hat trick and walks off, didn't he? Get his photograph took with some wee lassie at the side of the park, and everybody just loves him.
Aye, and then Alfie comes on and gets a couple. That's what happened against the Hibs, wasn't it? I'll take that today.
People will be saying no changes in the back four. There's been a lot of people pushing for that. Are you happy with that, Port?
For me, that's one of the most important places that should be, changed very little. And after Hilander's performance on Thursday, the big man arrived. I think he's a player, but we've seen the player on Thursday night, but we all think he is. Like Barisic, he might be taking a wee bit of time to adjust to a Scottish game. And look at Barisic now; he's flying, absolutely flying. He's one of your main attackers. Gaffer gave him good praise the other night, by saying David Beckett would have been proud of his pass. I'm not calling it a cross; I'm calling it a pass for Morelos' goal. One of the best passes I've seen. If anybody else done it in Europe, it would have been been raved about still a day. So for me, Hilander's finally arrived, guys. He's looking like the centre half that play Italian style centre half, very solid. Strongly attackable, good in the air, aggressive. So I'd keep it back four, keep it together as often as you can.
Aye, fair comment. I just on that pass, I think it was absolutely sublime. And made the game.
World class, mate. World class. I mean, it taken the defenders clean out the game. The goalkeeper didn't care whether to come or go for it, and it just fell right to Alfredo Morelos. All he needed to do was take a touch and smash it in the net. And I said earlier on in the week, it was very, very similar, but yet again better than the pass that he put in for Lafferty against Villarreal. I think that it was very, very similar, the move. But I mean, the three of them, Ryan Kent, Barisic and Morelos, all in that move. I thought it was world class play phase, and I would take a wee Barisic free kick the day. I heard them all singing his song on Thursday in the stands.
The move started to Hilander's start, Doug. See the other night, that move started from Hilander's pass into Kent. Kent flicks it in the corner to Barisic, and then Barisic puts that beautiful. See the whole move. It was on Euro goals this morning. They're even raving about it on Euro goals, and I was like, here's the Rangers. Superb. Absolutely. They're raving about it on Euro goals.
There's no raving about it in Scotland, are they? I've never seen anything about
it. Fox summed it up nicely before we came on the show on Thursday night. He says, I struggle putting my horn out for a bus when I'm running, never mind kick the ball in the middle like
that. Brilliant. But that would have been Bridgeman's dreams.
It's a hard
Hawks.
What's that?
Aye. That would have been Bridgeman's dreams came true on Thursday. Big Hilander arrived. That's his 6'3" left foot at the centre back arrived there.
Well, what I've watched with him, I don't think I've lost a game when he's been playing. Oh no, sorry, young boys. What I've watched about him was his positional sense, Stardog. He's a natural defender, which you want your centre half to be first and foremost. He's not got a lot of pace, but he makes up with that with his positional sense. So we'll see where it takes us, mate.
Aye, definitely. Another wee thing I've noticed about him is he's passing, just when Port Vale brought it up there, his passing, it's very sharp and it's always to the feet, it's crisp into the midfield, and I mean, we come out of a lot of good positions for that. John Terry used to be brilliant at this for Chelsea early years, and I can see similarities. I'm not saying he's John Terry before MD phones in and says, what's Stardog on? I'm saying he's passing. He's very crisp.
Once you've seen a wee similarity, it doesn't mean you're saying he's the same player, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
What I will say is that's how he's an internationalist, mate. That's just because they play at that next level, and I think you get 20 odd caps. You need to be able to pass the ball.
Definitely.
Well, all your modern day centre half guys play like that. So that's every modern day centre half. If you look, even after the new rule changing, when the keeper, remember the players had to be outside the box to receive the ball from the keeper. Now 2 players can be inside the box. So you have 2 centre halves up more often than not now, taking the box for the 6-yard box and walking out, and then passing from 18-yard line, and then that's where the waves of attacks build from. Your centre halves guys.
As I told you, I wasn't serious. Bridgeman get player of the season, touched the ball 3 times.
Aye. He never needed the ball. He was always going for the man. That's how savage it
The ball
was.
3 times, player of the season. You still get a medal. You still get an award. In fact, we'll see that on Antiques Roadshow soon. But
Oh, brilliant.
anyway, if people want to join us, what's the number, Stardog?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online and come in and give your thoughts on the team and how it's going to go today. Max, just message me. I know people like to hear what Max going for, Stardog. Yeah?
Oh, we always like to hear Phil Mac.
You heard that? You were listening? 6,
Aye.
nothing.
6.
In the first half.
So, give the team again, please, Stardog. Sorry, Port Bear.
It's McGregor, Tavernier at right back, Goldson and Hollander your 2 centre backs, Barisic at left back, Davies, Aribo and Arfield are your midfield 3, Stewart, Barker on each wing, Defoe's up front, Foderingham as a sub, Halliday, Katic, Jack, Kent, Ojo and Morelos. 4 changes.
4 changes. And how do you see us setting up against Stardog?
I see setting up as a 4-2-3-1, mate. I see he's obviously in the back 4 as usual, with the wing backs bombing up and down. I see Davis and Aribo centre midfielders. Arfield is the number 10. Obviously, Barker on the left, Stewart on the right, and Jermaine up front.
Mm-hmm. What about just tweaking that system of yours and it becomes a 4-2-3-1?
That's what mine is. That's what I've got to do now. It's a 4-2-3-1. Yep.
All right. I mean, because Arfield and Stewart are that intelligent, they can change positions, can't they?
Aye, they'll swap them. They'll chop and change the full game, mate. I think they'll be dragging. I mean, we all know what Defoe does and all. I think these Motherwell players are going to drag left, right, and centre of the day. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Joe Aribo back today at Ibrox, so I'm looking forward to seeing that boy back. So obviously we know he taken a bit of a sore knock a couple of weeks ago. He's went away and he's done the business for his country and things like that. So he's back at Ibrox, mate. I can see goals in this game today. I really, really can. So I'm excited to see Joe Aribo back as well.
Maybe when he's been at the team, he's seen what it's all about. Port,
Aye.
the standards that are set, when you're sitting on the sidelines.
Sometimes it's good to get taken out, Ox. It's probably happened to yourself when you've played. It's certainly happened to me. When you think you're the bee's knees, and your managers take you just to let you see how teams playing. How the systems are working, and that way, when you're sitting there, they can explain the systems to you, what they expect from you. But for me, it's what Rangers are going to turn up today. Are we going to get the Hearts Rangers, or are we going to get the Porto Rangers? I hope it's the Porto Rangers.
I once got told, I hope you kept the receipt for the boots, Stardog.
Oh, brilliant.
And that was my favour.
Dad's telling the truth, Ox. Dad's telling the truth. Critical feathers.
Aye. So how are you seeing it going? Come on, off the fence. Stardog, how's it going to go?
Right. You wanting the scorer, or you wanting scorers, or you wanting everything?
Oh, you give us a big picture. He's a big picture then.
Right. Borna Barisic free kick. I think Jermaine Defoe is going to grab a couple of goals, and I think Alfredo's going to come on and grab a goal. So there's 4. Maybe we'll go for 5. Arfield's going to get 1 too. 5-0 today. Let's go.
Are you going? Is that the order they're going to go in the net?
No, but well, Barisic will score first, aye.
All right, okay.
That's the rest.
Put yourself out there, innit? It'll be interesting to see how it goes. What about yourself, Port?
I've got more reserved than Stardug. I'm hoping for a strong. Well, I'm not hoping. It's going to be a 3-0 win. Defoe's going to get 2 and Arfield's going to get 1. But assists are going to come from Barisic. That's where assists going to come for the day.
All right, we've not really. Nobody's really mentioned the boy Barker. He never got. We praised him a bit on Thursday and Friday, but I think we were all in shock he was in the team. So maybe Gerard's seen something that a fuse there that maybe can spark for us.
Well, I reckon that. On you go, Stardog, mate.
On you go, mate.
No, I just reckon, see, after his performance during the week, Oxford, I think what he did during the week, he ran his 70 deck, and that, for me, if you show that, when he came off, his face was scarlet red. He looked absolutely spent. He has not been in that team for weeks, and he gave it his all, and he looked dangerous. So that's probably why he's been given the nod. Probably because Kent's still coming back from injury as well. So I think that's why he's probably looked just a wee bit more sharper, maybe a bit more fitter the other night. So he's thrown back in there. I think he deserves to be in the team.
I think the manager's getting a lot right. I think the Morelos one, we hopefully get him on the day again, give him 20 minutes, maybe a couple of goals. If it works for us, 1 goal doesn't matter as long as we win the game. And then you see, right, he's playing the next 2 games, the next 3 games. You've gave him a wee bit of time. And then you've got Ryan Jack coming out, you're bringing Arfield and Aribo, however way you want to line it up. I think he's done, because Ryan Jack had only played the 1 game for injury. Ryan Kent the same, put in an excellent shift. I thought he was excellent on Thursday night. Want to take the ball in all the time. Port, I think he never had for me, and showed the potential he's got. Ryan Kent, the intelligence, and if that's him, let's say he was 90% fit, he'll do for me.
100%, Ox. That's one of the reasons why it was so important to spend that money on him. I know a lot of people say it's a lot of money, but in the going rate in the Premiership just now, it's not big money down there. It's big money to us. It's not big money down there. But he's definitely shown a player last season what he was when he was on loan, and now he's our player. He's now got a home that he can call his own. He can settle in just nice. He's in a long contract. He's getting paid good money. So, as you says, once he gets 100%, what sort of player we're going to get. And on the changes in the squad, you've got to remember we've got Hearts at Hampden and then Livingston after that. It's all important matches. It's all matches where we're going to continue to climb the league, stay top, stay in touch with them, and also get to a final of the cup. So I think the squad's needing freshened, tweaked now and again, just to make sure everybody's firing, guys, because we've got important November, December coming up.
You've got to use. You've got all these people employed, Stardog, all these sports scientists, and sometimes they get on my nerves, but they've looked at the big picture, how many miles you've ran, how many games you've played, how many games are coming up, and they've got to get us through to that January.
Yep. Well, this is it, mate. And I think now that the season's starting to progress a bit, and obviously the fixtures are coming thick and fast now. Ojo, for me, he needed a break as well today, and I'm glad to see. I think you're starting to see everybody is getting their turn. And I think, before we were stacked in the summer with wingers and things like that, but these guys are obviously doing their jobs, and we're making sure we're not bringing anybody back too soon and things like that. And we've got players in there that can do a job, like Brandon Barker and Greg Stewart. They've been playing good for us. It's not as if they've underperformed. They've done their job and they've asked to come in, and that's all we ever ask of these boys. But the men in the background, they're obviously looking into it, and I think it's a great thing that we're getting everybody at 90% plus. We don't need to play them doing 60 and 70%. So all round, mate, the manager's making these decisions, and it seems to be paying off for us so far. So let's just hope again it works for us again today, and we can get the 3 points in the bag, because that's all that really matters, isn't it?
Here's a quick one before we see if any callers want to come in, Port Bear. Do you think if the game had been on Wednesday night, that Ryan Kent and Ryan Jack would have been playing tonight?
Aye, I think another day's rest. I noticed the manager did a wee article suggesting that 3 o'clock kick after Sunday would be beneficial for the Scottish game. I think he seems to have bought in the actual manager in Scotland. He seems to care about their game. he said it would give obviously any team playing in Europe, in Scotland, a chance to rest up more, which would also give a better game on the Sunday because players are going to be a lot sharper. So I think if it was a Wednesday night, you might have found Jack and Kent in for that reason because they'd been well rested.
All right, if people want to join us, what's the number, Stardog?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or they can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We'll be brought on the call by the one and only Old School Blue, who's the glue that keeps this whole show together. But just quickly, but see when you talk about that, there was Arsenal in the Premier League. Game for the telly last Monday night, had to play in the Europa League on the Thursday and they're playing the day.
I know, but I understand what Gerard's saying, right? I understand Arsenal's played all them games, but if you look at Arsenal's squad docs, look at the players they've got. They've got like two teams, more or less. Two teams of class.
It's not just about the squad and the players. Sometimes it's about the supporters trying to get to games.
Oh, definitely. It's money in it. It's a lot of dough, and Arsenal's maybe one of the dearest clubs to, get tickets for. I'm sure somebody told me they're seeing tickets for nearly £2,000. In some of the parts of that stadium. So, they're a dear team to follow. And you're going to 3 matches within that short space.
Aye. All right. So what's the 4 changes? So we'll get Stewart in, we'll go Defoe in, and that was the one I never mentioned, Defoe and Morelos. I mentioned the other ones. I just think it's a bit of rotation, keep Alfie fresh, and look at what he's done on Thursday night. And we've got a great substitute coming in who scored more goals per minute than anybody else in the league this season, Portby.
He's in fire at the Elks, absolute in fire. What a backup to have. I know I was a wee bit, I thought we were light up top, but see, as long as you two him stay fit for the rest of the season, we'll be there or thereabouts, mate. 55 will be there or thereabouts. I noticed earlier on, do you know, Morelos is only 7 goals after McCoy's full record in Europe. McCoy's has got 21 goals in, that's his record in Europe.
Cairo, can you turn the show off in the background, mate?
How does that sound?
Oh, you need to come off a mute now. Come off a mute and then you can join us.
How could you hear the show if I was on mute?
Because I put you on mute.
All right.
Right.
Oh, well, that's good. You can... How... Hey, you put me in mute. Can I get that for the house?
Do you want me to have a word with you know who?
No. Hey, I'm sitting here in my Todd. Give me a break.
I can always text her, How you doing, mate? What's your thoughts on the team?
I think it's all right. I still time to having Golson got a break, I thought. Bring in somebody else, but hey ho, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to go and try and second guess Stevie Gerrard, but it looks all right. It's good enough to win today, I hope. I'll be interested to see how Barker plays.
He done okay on Thursday night, I thought. Industrious.
I think Thursday's one of the kind of games. Ox where too many superlatives. I know much you can say. I just hope it's keeping that going. That's the thing. That's what I keep saying to you when I come on here. I know I sound like doom and gloom and all that kind of thing, but I didn't mean to be. I've been let doing that often. If that rug pulled under the and I blow me that bloody long. So I'm hoping the day they step up and they keep up going exactly the same as they did on Thursday and no revert to type and jib.
It's funny, in real life, you're one of the most cheeriest, happy-go-luckiest guys I've had the pleasure to meet. And you come on here and you've got us all slit my wrists.
No, slitting your wrist. I'm just saying, I think they'll win the day, don't get me wrong. I'm just hoping that they do a performance that keeps them up there where they are, like they were on Thursday, and they don't slip back to where they were last Sunday. That it's a greyhound that jibs. It's the fastest thing in the world. You all bet it. And it comes in last, or it comes in second or third, and it was for 9/10 of the race. It was in front, but every time it gets in front, it pulls its nose back. It doesn't like being in front, and it just gets so frustrating. If it keep going, it'd be a world beater. And it's getting the heat gone. That's what you've got today. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I think the day will win, and I hope as somebody said earlier on there, the Porto Rangers turn up. We never, ever see the Hearts Rangers again.
No, you don't want the day to be after the Hardmere show, do you, Cairo? No.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I think that's when we're talking about the team, freshening it up. So he's fresh, taking Morel to gain the 4 wee shot. It's keeping that going and keeping everybody happy. Having goals, and I would argue could have been getting a wee rest. But hey ho, I'm not going to argue with the manager. He knows a lot more than me about it, so that's fair enough. I'm just going to sit back and watch the show, relax and enjoy it. I'm going to see if the day that that they don't jib, they keep their nose in front.
That's a fair comment, Port Bear, isn't it? Then Stardog.
Definitely is, mate. Definitely is. The gaffer even said that on his post-match interview, he mentioned the fact that he wants to see battling performance, first, second balls, one, keeping consistency going. He also had a late decision, but he picked Jack Kent, so he's obviously left it to the very, very last minute, and decided, that's where the team it's going to be, because he's wanting that consistency, and that's how he's probably not changed the back four. I know Cairo's saying Taven Goldson maybe a wee rest, but we're talking about consistency, and maybe that's what he's trying to do. Keep that back five, including the keeper, keep it together, so they're talking constantly. Their understanding becomes better, and it's only going to benefit Rangers in the long run.
I think the problem is with Cairo is, see, when we're winning and there's points dropped across the city and we're putting in these 5-0 performances, I think that we're so easily convinced, and we do believe at that moment in time that this is it, Ken, we're going to start to create a gap and things like that, and then they shot themselves in the foot last week, and it's disappointing, and it makes me angry to a certain point, but then they go and give you a high again like that against Porto on Thursday, and it's just, Ken, it's brilliant to watch. I don't know what quite to say on it, rather than it's just, we just need to really keep it going. That's all we need to do. We need to keep it going and just keep the performances and just keep the tempo in these games, because I think sometimes we just start too slow, and it's in these moments that we drop the tempo. This is when we're our most vulnerable, and this is when we always seem to lose these goals. So it's hard to keep tempo, obviously, for 90 minutes. But I mean, if everybody's fresh and we keep it going like that, then you just never know, mate. 55 can be here. I don't think anybody should give up on it. And I know what you're saying, Cairo, about the rug getting swept from us, but that's just fit by it.
It is, yeah. I think we'll win 55 if we keep playing the way we're playing. We've got the world at our feet, and it's in our hands, and I think we've got the team to do it. We've got not just the team. We've got the full pool to do it now. And it's that consistency. I mean, there are a couple of games already where we won a couple of games where last year we would have lost them. So that is better. I'm not saying I think we're much better equipped, and I think we're playing much better, and I think we've a better chance of doing it. It's just that the game, they're playing there at such a level, and then suddenly they dropped into this level, and you say, well, how do you go for that level of endeavour? Trying, fluidity, playing the way you're playing, to the following week looking lacklustre, looking second to every ball. You think to yourself, what is it that causes that? Now, if we knew that, obviously you'd be worth a fortune. But at the same time, every game you're going into, tell me if I'm wrong, but every game you're going into, you're saying exactly you said a wee while ago. Is it going to be the Hearts Rangers that turn up or the Porto Rangers turn up? We'll know we've made it when we're saying, hey, we're going to go in today. Look at the last 5 or 6 games. We're played brilliant. That's the sort of thing I mean,
Definitely, Cairo. I think that will change when Rangers go on maybe a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game unbeaten run. That's what we need to start doing. If you want to win titles, you've got to go on a long run. No better time to do it than over the festive period into January, because I think that's one of the most important months, couple of months in football, in any league. If you look at any league in Europe.
You're talking about January, you'll have JFK on here soon.
and you're right. And I said
you're like an elephant, Stardog.
I said that to you.
And I mean, because of your memory.
We'll know there are differences. We'll know the team's different, their mentality, whatever that thing it is that gives us that consistency. We'll know when that's different. We'll know that by Christmas. And by Christmas, I'm hoping we're all agreeing yeah, we've made the big difference. We've stepped up. We're not going to jib anymore. If we get beat, it's going to be something special, or it's going to be because we made one daft mistake. But at least it's not going to be an inherent or a fundamental thing that it seems to be the new. So that's when we'll care, and that's what I'm saying. I'll wait till Christmas before I start making any judgments on whether we're there. But I mean, if we come out and play the way we played on Thursday, geez, well, there isn't a team. There isn't a team in Scotland's going to live with. Nobody in Scotland's going to live with that team if it play like that. So we've got it in us. It's just a matter of getting it out of us every game. So I'm looking forward to the day.
Aye.
I think
You need
today we'll see.
listen, Tyrell, you need to earn the right to win any professional football match.
I can. It's the same with me with the snooker. I tell my brother that, I said to him, I says, if you're going to win this snooker, George, you need to play better.
If it wasn't for Cliff Thornton, they would have called you the grinder.
Well, that's got a whole new connotation for Chris Thornton.
Exactly.
Yeah, brilliant.
Exactly.
Well, I'm looking forward to today. I think it's really exciting, just to see how they go. That's the other side. So I'm hoping they. I'm
looking forward to seeing the boy Greg Stewart again. I think at the start of the season, people questioned, and I thought he would be the guy who would just give that wee bit to break these lines, because teams are setting up 4-5-1. Let's not kid yourself, and sometimes it becomes 5-5 we're playing against, innit? And getting spaces, you need to be that. People think it's easy, but it's not that easy. Port there, is it?
No, it's definitely not. And I'm actually looking at Team New York, just Sardug and Kyle. Do you think that's the reason he's probably played Stewart, Aribo, Arfield, Barker? So if you look at them four, they're very attack minded. So I could effectively leave Davies sitting in front of the back four, and Aribo, Arfield, Barker, and Stewart going and joining in with Defoe up front. It's very attacking, because usually you'd have Jack in there.
Yeah, I think he's went with all Christmas tree formation, Mark.
It's like I'm looking at it, and I'm that's exactly what I'm writing down now. It's super attacking.
You don't get a Christmas tree before Halloween start.
I know, there's me talking about December again. JFK's going to have it in for me, I tell you.
I think the interesting one is where Aribo's going to play and how he's going to play. I think he's a big mobile unit, isn't he? And he's got a lot of skill, and he seems to get stifled a wee bit if he's not allowed to do that running between the middle of the park and the 18-yard box. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that'll be the thing. I think Stewart, he's in there for his guile, isn't he? He's got a real football brain, I think. And if he's playing with an altered like Defoe, Defoe knows he's going to get the ball off Stewart, and Stewart knows where Defoe's going. We'll see how they two play today, because if Stewart can get the ball to him, he'll get the ball to him whatever way it is. And Barker, I'm interested. I don't know how Barker. I'm really other than Thursday's game where he had a good game. I don't know how Barker plays consistently. So that's the bit that's going to be interesting for me today. It's where I think where Aribo plays is going. I'll have a look at that and see if he's in he's kind of a restricted and just playing the ball across. If he's going to open their legs and get moving and get mobile and get running by players and laying the ball off type of thing.
Well, for me, Stewart, Aribo, Barker are the three that's been given a chance today. We pretty much know what the rest of them can do. Mm-hmm. But Stewart, Aribo, Barker for me today have been given that platform. Right, you're at Ibrox in front of 50,000 plus. One of Rangers, one of my favourite days at Ibrox, remembering Sunday. We will remember those who sacrificed a lot, for others. And I think they three have to, take their chance. Just take it. Go and show Rangers, go and show Steven Gerrard, go and show the fans what you can bring to your squad. Because we need you. We need everybody firing, everybody. So everybody gets into the squad, makes an impact, scores a goal, sets up a goal. Whatever they've got to do, they have to make an impact to show they can stay in that team. Or when they're going to be used, there'll be, impact from the bench or from starting.
So how's the game going to go? Port Bear
3-0 to Rangers.
Stardug
5-0.
All Max went for 6-0. And I've just had a message for Bridge. Guess Cairo.
Guess.
Aye.
I'm in Gennaro's getting a fish supper.
He's went for 1-0.
Aye.
And you see, I bring everybody, I bring everybody down there. You go, a 1-0 scoreline. If we play like Thursday, we'll win about 4 or 5-0.
Here, Kyle. You need to have a word with that Bridge. He's too negative, isn't he?
Aye, he's protecting his finger.
Aye. Well, we got that claim through. He's claimed an industrial accident because he sat in it, because he was on the show.
Oh, God, the white finger. Oh, God.
I don't think he went white. I think he went red. Anyway, thanks for joining us, lads. We're going to go because a lot of people want to see the scenes at Ibrox when we forget the people who sacrificed so much. Remember the people who sacrificed so much. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, talking about good, positive Rangers win. Thanks for listening. Speak to you after the game. Take it away, old school boy.
Down at the drill hole, the boys all wait to sign. Each one determined to join the Western Line. They swear their allegiance to country and to king, proud as the football songs they sing. A boy sees his hero, says, hey, that's Jimmy Spears. He should be playing football, he's no need to be here. But Jimmy smiles politely, it's my duty, nothing more. Boys, we've a bigger goal to score. Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for the boys, row after row, destined to lie where the red poppies grow. The boys land in Flanders, their journey's just begun. Jimmy swapped his football for a bayonet and a gun. Songs the crowds were singing still ringing in his ears as he fought as a loyal volunteer. When the army marches homeward singing songs along their way, Jimmy won't be with them, where he fell is where he'll stay. The Great War is over, it's no 90-minute game. 4 years, 3 months and 13 days. Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for the boys, row after row, destined to lie where the red poppies grow. Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for